Hello everyone. Today we will solve exercise 2.2. Question number 1 is, let A be a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3 up to 14. Define a relation R from A to A by, here the definition is given, okay, or we have to define a relation which satisfies this condition. Write down its domain, codomain and range. So the relation given is R x comma y such that 3x minus y equals to 0, or here we can also write y is equals to 3x, where this x and y both belongs to set A. Now we will find this x and y, because x and y belongs to A, and A is a set whose elements are 1, 2, 3 up to 14. So to write the relation, we'll take only those values which satisfy this condition. So if we take x equals to 1, then the value of y will be 3 multiplied by 1, 3. If we take x equals to 2, then y will be 3 2s are 6. When x is equals to 3, the next value is 3. So we'll put the values of x and we'll find the values of y. So when x is 3, y is 3 multiplied by 3, 9. And when x is equals to 4, y is equals to 3 multiplied by 4, 12. And when x is equals to 5, then y will be 15. But we will not consider this value. Why? Because 15 is not an element of set A, and here it is given that x and y both belong to set A. So if we take x equals to 5, we'll get y equals to 15, which is not an element of set A. So we will not consider this value. Okay. Similarly, when you put x equals to 6, you will get 18, which is not an element of set A. So these are the elements, and this is a required relation. Now after finding relation, we have to find the domain of this relation R. So domain of this relation R. Domain means first element. Okay, set of all the first elements. So here the first element is 1, here 2, 3, 4. So set of 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but the domain of the relation R. Now we have to find codomain. Now codomain means the set where the images or where the set A is related to. Here set A is related to set A only. So the codomain of this relation R will be set A, which is 1, 2, 3 up to 14. And next is range. Domain is the set of all the first elements. Similarly, range is the set of all the second elements. So here range of this relation will be the set of second elements 3, 6, 9 and 12. 3, 6, 9 and 12. Most of the time children they remain confused when they are asked to define this codomain. So here just see the difference between range and codomain. Suppose if we are given a set A and one more set B, and a relation means how the elements of set A and B are related. So we are given a relation R, and here few elements are given 1, 2 and 3, and here the elements are A, B and C. And it is given that this point 1 is related to A, or this element 1 is related to A. We'll write in the form of ordered pair. 1 is related to A, 2 is related to A, okay, or 3 is related to B, 3 is related to B. So relation between 1 and A, 2 and A, 3 and B. So the set of all the first elements 1, 2, 3 will be the domain of the relation. Set of the second element A, B. We don't repeat elements in a set. So this is domain and this is range. Now what about codomain? Codomain is just the second set, the whole set, the second set. Here the R is relation from A to B. Okay. So this B is called codomain. So here B will be the set of all the three, A, B and C. But sometimes what happen? Suppose this is codomain. Suppose in this relation 1, 2, 3, there are 3 elements in set A and 3 elements in set B. 1 is related to A, 2 is related to B and 3 is related to C. Okay, so how we will write? 1A, 2B and 3C. So here the set of all the first elements 1, 2, 3 will be the domain, and the set of all the 3 second elements A, B, C will be the range. And here codomain means the set B, which is again the same. So in this case the range and codomain both are same. But in the previous case A comma B, range, see the elements in the range A comma B and the elements of codomain A, B, C. So can we say that range here, this set is the subset of this one? Because all the elements of this range are also an elements of this codomain. So in some case the range is a subset of codomain, and in some case the range is equals to codomain. Okay, range and codomain both are equal. So these are the cases. So I hope now you don't have any confusion about this domain and range and codomain. So now let's move to the next question. Question number 2. Question is, define a relation R on the set. This capital N is the set of natural number. By here the definition is given, x comma y such that y is equals to x plus 5, where R is a natural number and less than 4. So natural number starts from 1. You can see here if you write natural, can you see 1 here? 1, it means natural number starts from 1. That's it. So here we are given a relation between x and y, and x is a natural number and less than 4, and x and y both belongs to set of natural number, means both are natural numbers. So now we have to define R in a roster form. So let us define. So first value we can take, value of x we can take will be 1 only, because x is a natural number and natural number starts from 1. And there is one more condition, that x is natural number and less than 4. Okay, it's natural number and less than 4, not even equal to 4. Less than 4 means we can include only 3 values, 1, 2 and 3. So when you put x equals to 1, you will get y equals to 6. When you put x equals to 2, you will get y equals to 7. And when you put x equals to 3, you will get y equals to 8. So this is our relation. And now after defining, if we cannot take x equals to 4, because here we are given a condition that x is natural and x is less than 4, not even equal. Okay, so we will not include 4, less than 4, 1, 2 and 3. So when you put x equals to 1, 2 and 3, you will get 6, 7 and 8 as the value of y. Now after writing or after defining this relation, we will write the domain. So domain of R will be the set of all the first elements 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and range will be the set of all the second elements 6, 7 and 8. Okay, so this is the answer. And what about codomain? So here we are defining a relation on the set of natural number, means the relation is from n to n. Okay, so here codomain is the set of natural number. Its relation on set of natural number means R is from n to n. Some places you will find, see, like in first question, define a relation R from A to A. Instead of A to A, they can also write define a relation R on A. Okay, in that case the meaning is same. Okay, means the relation R is from A to A or on A, means it is from A to A only. So here they have given relation on the set of natural number, means R is from n to n. So in this case they didn't ask to find the codomain, but if you want to find the codomain, then the codomain will be the set of natural number only. Now question number 3, we are given two sets, set A whose elements are 1, 2, 3, 5, set B whose elements are 4, 6 and 9. We have to define a relation R such that x comma y, such that the difference between x and y is odd and x belongs to A and y belongs to B. So by keeping this condition in mind, we have to define R in roster form. So let us write. So here we have to write in this form x comma y. So first element will be the value of x and second element will be the value of y, and the condition that the difference between x and y is odd. Okay, so here if you take x equals to 1, okay, and here y equals to 4, if we take 1 comma 4, then is the difference is 3, 5, means a difference is odd number? Yes, the difference between 1 and 4 is 3, which is odd. Okay, so we'll include 1 comma 4, right? Can we take 4 comma 1? No. Why? Because if you write 4 comma 1, then this first element is always or this first value is the value of x, and this it is given that this x belongs to A. So here this 4, which is the value of x now, is not an element of set A. Okay, this 4 does not belong to set A, so we cannot take 4 comma 1. And similarly this is the value of y and y belongs to B, and it is clear that this 1 is not an element of set B. So we cannot take this 4 comma 1. Though the difference is odd, but still we cannot take, because 4 is not an element of set A and 1 is not an element of set B. So we'll make pair, and the pair should also satisfy this condition. So if we take 1 comma 4, the difference is odd. Yes, we'll include 1 comma 4. What about 1 comma 6? The difference between 1 and 6 is 5. Okay, so we will include 1 comma 6. What about 1 comma 9? The difference between 1 and 9 is 8, which is not odd number, which is an even number. So we will not include 1 comma 9. The next combination we can take is it 2 comma 4? Can we take 2 comma 4? See the difference between 2 and 4. The difference is 2. Is it odd? No, even. So we cannot take 2 comma 4. What about 2 comma 6? The difference between 2 and 6 is 4, which is again not an odd number. So we will not include. The difference between 2 and 9. Yes, the difference is an odd number. So we will include 2 comma 9. The difference is 7, which is an odd number. So we will include 2 comma 9. Similarly 3 comma 4, the difference is 1. So of course we will include this one. 3 comma 6, the difference is 3. The difference is 3. So again we will include 3 comma 6. Then 3 comma 9, the difference is 6, which is not an odd number. Now next 5 comma 1, yes, we will include 5 comma 1 because the difference is an odd number. And 5 comma 6, yes, we will include 5 comma 6, but we will not include 5 comma 9 because the difference between 5 and 9 is 4, which is an even number. Okay, so this is how we will define relation R. Now see the next question, number 4. In this question we are given this figure, and this is called an arrow diagram. This is one of the ways to represent a relation. Okay, we can represent a relation by roster form, set builder form, and this arrow diagram. And there is one more lattice, which is mostly we discuss this arrow diagram, roster form, and set builder form. So here arrow diagram is given, and a relation is given between set P and Q, and we have to write the relation in roster form and in set builder form. So first we have to write in set builder form and then in roster form. Okay, so first I will write the relation in roster form because it's quite easy. But if you practice, you can directly write, or you will find it easy to write also in the set builder form. Okay, but since we are doing this question for the first time, so I will write this relation in the roster form and then we will write in the set builder form. Now what is the difference between roster form and set builder form? If you write elements in this curly bracket, then this form is called roster form. And set builder, okay, set builder, here we use condition, we use words or terms. Okay, means we don't use this numbers, but instead of writing numbers we'll write definition. Means like in this question number 3, this form is called set builder form. Means in set builder form we'll write the properties satisfied by each elements of the set. So let us write the relation in the roster form first. So here R is a relation this is roster form. So here R is a relation in which this 5 is related to 3, so we'll write 5 comma 3. The next element 6 is related to element 4, so 6 comma 4, and this 7 is related to 5, so we'll write 7 comma 5. So this is roster form, very simple. Now we have to write the relation in set builder form. So we will observe and we will try to find out which property each element is satisfying here. Okay, this ordered pair, this ordered pair are nothing but elements of set R. Okay, so is there any common property which is satisfying by each element of the set of the relation? So we will find the common property. So here when you observe, you will find that the difference between x, the first value is always the value of x and second value is always the value of y. Okay, these are y, these are x, x, x. So when you observe, you will find that the difference between x and y is 2. Okay, 5 minus 3, 2. 6 minus 4, 2. 7 minus 5, 2. So this is the common property, that the difference between x and y is 2. So how we will write the relation? We will write R is equals to, within curly bracket, each element of this set R is in the form of x comma y. Okay, in general we will write x comma y such that the difference between x and y is 2. Okay, the difference between x and y is 2, or x minus y is equals to 2, or we can also write y is equals to x minus 2. Both are correct. You can write x minus y is equals to 2 such that x minus y equals to 2, or you can also write y is equals to x minus 2 Okay. And what are these x and y? So here write this one or this one. So we'll put a comma and we will write here all x belongs to set P and all y belongs to set Q. So this is set builder form. Now after writing the relation in set builder form and roster form, we have to write its domain and range. So from here we can easily find the domain and range. So domain of this relation R will be the set of all the first elements 5, 6, 7, and range will be the set of the second elements 3, 4, and 5. Now question number 5, 6, and also question number 7, all the three questions are for homework, but I will just explain this question number 7. Here we are given a relation. Here the relation is given in, here the property is given. Okay, so the relation is in the set builder form and we have to write the relation in roster form. So here x comma x cube. So here this x cube is nothing but the value of y. Okay, so here this y is what? Y is equals to x cube. So we have to write R in the tabular form or say roster form. Roster form is also known as tabular form. So x comma y, here y is x cube, and what is x? X is a prime number less than 10. Okay, so the prime number less than 10 are means what are the possible values of x? What is x? A prime number and less than 10. So what are the possible values of x? X can be 2, 3, 5 and 7. So we'll put values of x 2 and we'll find y. So 2, 2, 2, 2 cube is 8. Now we'll put x equals to 3. We'll find y. Cube of 3 is 27. Okay, so in this way we will put 5 and 7 and we'll find the value of y and we'll write the relation in the tabular form or roster form. Now the next question, question number 8, very important. You will get this type of question in 1 mark. This is very important question. The question is, we are given two sets. Set A whose elements are x, y and z, and set B whose elements are 1, 2. And we have to find the number of relations. Okay, the number of relations from A to B. Okay, we have to find the number of relations from A to B. If you have a clear-cut idea about, or if you know the definition of relation, you can easily find the number of relation. Now what is relation? So a relation is a subset of Cartesian product of two known empty sets. Okay, a relation is a subset of Cartesian product of two known empty sets A and B. Right? Now how to find the total number of Cartesian products? Okay, total number of elements after finding the Cartesian products of two sets. So if A and B are two non-empty sets, so how to find the total number of Cartesian products? That you already know. A cross B means Cartesian product of A and B. So the total number of Cartesian product will be the total number of elements in set A and total number of elements in set B. Okay, suppose there are m element in set A and n elements in set B, then the total number of Cartesian products will be m multiplied by n. So here the total number of elements in set A 3 multiplied by total number of elements in set B 2. So there are 6. Okay, when you find the Cartesian product of A and B, you will get 6 elements in this Cartesian product. Okay, not in relation. So number of elements in the Cartesian product of A cross B 6. Now what is this relation? Relation is a subset. Okay, so how to find the total number of subsets? So there is a formula 2 raised to the power n. This formula is to find the number of subsets. Since R is a subset of this A cross B, okay, and there are 6 elements in A cross B, okay. So the total number of relations, which is nothing but the subset of A cross B, will be this only, 2 raised to the power number of relations 2 raised to the power 6. Understood? I'll explain once again. Here you should know two things: how to find the number of subsets and how to find the number of elements in the Cartesian product of two sets. Okay, so number of subsets, how to find number? Suppose a set is given, set A, whose elements are 2, 4. So there are two elements in set A. So how many subsets will be there? How to find the total number of subsets of this set A? So there is a formula 2 raised to the power n. N means number of elements. So 2 raised to the power 2, 4. So A is a set. There are 2 elements in set A, but there are 4 subsets of set A. Okay, this is how we can find the number of subsets of any set. Clear? Half of the parties over. Okay, now after finding the number of subsets, how to find the number of elements in a Cartesian product of two sets? So you know how to find Cartesian product? We make pair x comma 1, x comma 2, y comma 1, y comma 2, z comma 1, z comma 2. If you can't, you will find that there are really 6 elements in the Cartesian product of A and B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this formula is correct to find the total number of elements in a Cartesian product. Number of elements in A multiplied by number of elements in set B. So there are 3 elements in set A, 2 elements in B. So there will be 6 elements in the Cartesian product. 6 is the total number of elements in A cross B. But what is R? R is the subset. So we will find the total number of subsets of this A cross B, which is equals to 2 raised to the power total elements in A cross B. So 2 raised to the power total elements in A cross B is 2 raised to the power 6. So there are 2 raised to the power 6 relation. 2 raised to the power 6 means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 up to 6 times. Okay, which is 64. So there are 64 relations. Now the last question of this exercise is, let R be a relation on Z. What is given in the question? Let R be a relation on Z. It means R is a relation from Z to Z. And what is this Z? Z is the set of integers. Okay, Z is the set of integers. Now what are integers? So can you see when you write integers, can you see this plus and minus? Okay, including this 0. So all negative, positive values including 0. So the set of all negative, positives including 0 is called integer. So here R is a relation from Z to Z. It means all the values of X we will take from here. Okay, which is a set of integers. Means we can take 0, we can take negative values, we can take positive values. And what is B here? B is also an integer. Okay. Now condition is given, the difference is again an integer. So we have to write the domain and range of this relation R. So first we'll find the elements in R. Okay, how many numbers or how many elements are there in R which satisfy this condition. So can we take 0? Can we take A equals to 0? Yes, we can take. Can we take B equals to 0? Yes. So can we take 0 comma 0? Yes. Why? Because 0 is an integer. This 0 is also an integer, and the difference 0 minus 0, which is 0, again an integer. Okay, so we can take 0, 0. Can we take 0 comma 1? Yes, we can. Why? Because 0 integer, 1 is an integer, and the difference 0 minus 1 is minus 1, which is again an integer. Can we take 1 comma 0? Yes, we can take. Why? Because 1 is an integer, 0 is an integer, the difference 1 minus 0 is 1, which is again an integer. So yeah, now let's take one negative value. Can we take minus 1 comma 0? Yes, because minus 1 is an integer, 0 is an integer, the difference minus 1 minus 0 is minus 1, which is again an integer. Can we take 0 comma minus 2? Yes, integer, integer, difference in integer. Can we take minus 100 comma minus 7? Yes. Minus 100 is integer, minus 7 is integer. The difference minus 100 minus plus 7. Minus 100 plus 7 means minus 93, which is again an integer. So you can take infinitely many numbers because we have infinitely many integers, and each number means whatever you take, every time we are getting an integer. So here domain means the first element. So here the domain means here we can take all the integers. So the domain will be the set of integers only. Okay. Range means the result. So every time in the result we are getting an integer. So the range is also a set of integer. So in this case the domain is the set of integer, and the range is also the set of integer.